Hello there. So, Mark of the Fool, Book 4. And I gotta say, I like all the famous quotes from like movies and books that are basically referenced in this story, because they reference like Gandalf the Grey at one point. Not so much quoting, well, they do quote him quite a bit throughout this series, but I mean, like, there's one part where the wise chancellor of the school is basically explaining, oh, I might be this old man that just does fireworks, like hinting at Gandalf the Grey when he was doing his thing when he's like one of the oldest people in Middle Earth. So I kind of like the little homages to other stories without belittling them. That's one thing I gotta say I absolutely respect. There's that one book that did it and just tried to make fun of other stories, and I'm like, that's, if you don't like it, that's fine, but don't try to belittle a massive fan base. You can take from it and enjoy and things like that. Like, I've referenced other books when I talk about these, other books and other stories and other movies, just because it's vital. And obviously, this author pays homage to other stories, other things. Like, they quote one of the, like, near the end of the book, I can remember it, just like dancing with a in the pale blue moonlight. That's from the Joker in Batman. At least that's where I remember it from. So as soon as it happens, I'm just like, yeah, of course. I get all these references to like other nerd cultures, so of course I'm a huge fan without belittling those cultures, without belittling those works. And I absolutely love it in this book. I gotta say, the one thing I don't like is I got so used to every single book being a semester. First book is the first semester, second book's the second semester, and then you go into the summer semester, because book 3 is the summer semester, which is primarily a tournament. This one, they go back to his homeland, Alex's homeland, Alex's homeland, and finally they're facing off against the Voldemort. And however everyone's targeting Alex because he has found out something that has been kept secret for hundreds of years, and they need to take him out before he spreads the word. Unbeknownst to them is that the word has already been spread. The whole reason the excavation or whatever is going on is because Alex spilled the beans that you can control a dungeon core. But I enjoy it. I just didn't like how I got so used to it being the end of the semester, and here it's like halfway, not even halfway through. I don't know where it's at, because that was like the good point for me, is just like, okay, this is how much time has passed. Right now I'm just like, okay, because they rushed through a lot. They kept mentioning because Alex basically creates his own training regiment and creates a whole new way of modifying the body, because no one before him has ever been able to, do the things he's done. So he's able to mix them all together, the blood magic, the understanding the mana pool and things like that, and able to create a training regiment so that he becomes this amassing Hulk of a person. So it's fun to go through, but I was just like, all this time, all that stuff, they literally did it in like 4 chapters, where he creates his regiment, he gets his friend to help him out, and then they just kind of skip past it. They skip past it, and then all of a sudden he's just this beefed out dude with and I'm like, okay, cool. I always get the feeling that it's just like, it's because I feel like I would write a character like that, a character who starts out scrawny, starts out overweight, and then he gets muscle over time, because I feel like the author might be suffering from that too, just because as writers we kind of try to emulate what we want to do, feel deep down inside, because here the character consistently pushes himself. There are situations which he's in where it's just like, not men would think it's fine, but no woman would, or most women wouldn't accept that situation, because she would be having to take second fiddle to his training regiment, to everything else, because it's just like, but I guess she's been with him long enough, because I was just like those little things, and it's just like, yeah, clearly a dude's story, but I'm enjoying it, even though I don't like how it did not end at the end of the semester. He just is carrying the tree back to the city, or to the city, the encampment, and that's it. That's how it ends. It's like no finals, no exams, no challenging the test to get put further. Come on, just put at least a few more chapters in to get this all taken care of. Because what is it? Halfway through the semester, is it going to be every 2 books now is 1 semester? Is that what's going to happen? But I guess it was a good stopping point. A lot of objectives were finished. We got to learn a bit more. There are a lot of homages to other stories, other movies, other things. So it's fun to just try and catch those if you know enough of those. Because sometimes I'm pretty sure there were several that I just didn't catch because I didn't know enough. But it's fun to go through a book which shows respect. It's fun to go through a story where the characters are entertaining. The main character is goofy. Honestly, the main character reminds me of more of an anime character than it does a Western written kind of character. Because they're normally the fun-loving kind of characters. They're written more like the side characters, but they're not the side characters. They're the main characters. They're the ones that keep the group together. The Flashes. Flash in the Justice League is certainly more of a secondary character, but in like anime and Eastern media, that would be more of the focal point, the heart of everything. They're the center. I mean, Naruto, it's Naruto. In One Piece, it's Luffy. It's not always the goofy characters that tend to be the focal point. And I like how he's the focal point of it. It resonates more with me because of it. It's just like, okay, cool. Yeah, but I'm obviously enjoying this series. It's a lot of fun to go through. I'm excited to see where it goes. I just don't like how long it takes. I just want to have it be done. I want to go through a series, like discover a series that has been out forever and it just resonate with me. But it's hard to come across something like that. Normally I stumble across it in the beginning and then I'm stuck waiting with everyone else. Just like with One Piece, just with He Who Fights with Monsters, just like with this now, The Mark of the Fool. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.